Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're getting to Jay-Z stuff in this video, which is exciting, and I don't get a lot of feedback from you guys like I wish I would, but I did get one comment that said that you guys wanted to see some J-Z-350Z stuff, and I did have a couple of people either say something to me in person or message me about it as well, saying that they wanted to see the Jay-Z stuff, and nobody asked for anything else. So like the general consensus is that you guys want to see Jay-Z stuff. So we're gonna start on that today. I'm gonna change the oil in this old girl, old Satan. She's getting a fresh oil change, and then I'm gonna bring one of the Lexus cars in and start yanking the motor out. And with any luck, in the next, 3 videos, we'll be test fitting in the 350Z. I'm gonna try to hammer these out. I have enough stuff to like test fit the engine in the car and like see where stuff kind of lines up. So that's no big deal. I can do that. I just have to I really need to get the IS300 motor yanked out to see if that fits in, because that's the one with like the turbo and turbo manifold. So I need to yank that out and see where I'm at from strut tower to strut tower on that car with that. So enough talking. I'm gonna hurry up and change this oil, and then I don't think I'm gonna record that because I just put an oil change in like 2 videos ago, and it's the same thing on no matter what you do it on. So this one just has a lot of oil. So I'm not gonna film that, but I will pick up the camera as soon as I get to Lexus. See you guys then. So I wasn't gonna record anything about this oil change on my Duramax, but the oil filter's on really tight. Like somebody put that thing on there with a big impact or something, I don't know. I can't get it off though. I had a screwdriver and a hammer right here on my tool cart, so I went ahead and stabbed all the way through it, both sides, and tried to spin it with the screwdriver, but I couldn't get it to move that way either. It just wanted to start tearing the oil filter because it's on there so tight. So here's the new oil filter. This one hasn't been used yet, but just for reference, because it's the exact same size as the old one, I went and found my oil filter wrench. So I gotta go buy a new oil filter wrench. Can't make do with that. So we're about to go hop in the Corvette and go to probably Harbor Freight because I'm cheap and that's where I buy a lot of my tools. Yo, I haven't put it on yet, but huge shout out to Trevor for bringing me this piece. I can't wait to put it on because it's really annoying that this one keeps falling and this piece is completely broken off, and there's just this big gaping hole by my handbrake. It's just really annoying, and I can't wait to fix it. So shout out to him, thank you, man. And also, whenever I do put that on, I'm also going to put that headlight cover back on, because it's that's also really annoying. It's like, wow, I have this cool car, but it's ugly, and that's not cool. So I'll definitely be doing whatever I can to fix this thing up a little bit. They were only like $8 a piece or something, so I went ahead and bought 2 different kinds. I got the like channel lock, or not channel lock, vice grip style, and I got this style that has like the serrations that kind of fit in the back side of the oil filter. So hopefully that works. I'm hoping, because if not, I'll have to cut the whole thing off or something, I don't know. But I also I use Knipex Cobra pliers at work, and now Harbor Freight has their own kind of like version of them. So I bought some. They're like $15, but I don't know. The Knipex are like 22 or something like that. So can't hate it unless you buy them online. The Knipex are cheaper online, like on Amazon or whatever. But we won't go into that. Got those. So we'll get back to the house and I'll try to rip that thing off. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm still really excited to get the Lexus in the shop today. Hopefully, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull the IS300 straight in. I don't think I'm going to mess with the SC300 first. Mess with that second. Anyway, to get the IS300 in today. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I think I can at least get it in, get the hood off, start messing with stuff. I'd call that a win for the day, for sure. So I'll see you guys back at the shop. So 2 things to note about what I just did. First thing is I grabbed this style of oil filter wrench first because it was what was on top in the bag, and I don't think I could recommend that. It wasn't that great. Next time I have one that's stuck pretty good, I'll try the vice grip style, but I can't recommend that. It was all right. It worked. It got it off, but it was kind of hard. It took me like 6 or 7 tries too. It kept like pushing in the sides of the oil filter, and I was like, hell yeah, it's gonna work. And then it would just slip anyway. So it was, I don't know, I didn't like it. Probably won't use it again. Might give it to somebody, I don't know. And then second thing is that I looked around in this engine bay, over here and over here, back and forth and in the back, for like 3 or 4 minutes before I realized that the oil fill tube is right in the middle, looking at you like a unicorn. I've had this truck for almost 2 years, but I haven't put 10,000 miles on it since I got it. So this is the first time I've changed the oil, because the guy that I bought it from had the oil changed, transmission fluid changed, couple of other things. Oh, full detail inside and out, like the day before I bought it, just because he knew I was coming down to get it and he wanted it to be like good and ready for me. Shout out to him. I don't remember his name. It was 2 years ago, but he did hook me up. The truck had really bad tires on it when I got it, but other than that, like, he had it maintained pretty well for me. There was also a rigged transmission line that ended up blowing like 7 times on me before I replaced it with a proper one. But regardless, that's the end of that. So now I'm gonna pull this out and I'll take you guys with me to go fire up the IS300. Hey guys, sorry if it's a little bit windy out here. Probably some wind noise. I'm just glad that in this field over here there was a big old gaggle of sandhill cranes, and I'm glad they decided to leave, because man, they're noisy. So they're all freaking day, loud as hell, just won't stop. And come on now, get off there. I'm trying to get the trunk open on this IS300. Hook up the battery. Oh, rip! It's already hooked up. That ain't no good. It's probably dead. I'll probably have to go grab the jump pack. Dang it. Dang it. Rip. That sucks. Bummer. Those sandhill cranes, man. I hate them so much. And they come through Indiana so heavy every year. And it's like, it's so bad that between Indiana being so boring and the sandhill cranes coming here so thick, if you go to the Indiana tourism webpage, that's on there. Come to Indiana, see the sandhill cranes whenever they migrate through. Bruh, they're just big annoying birds. Battery's not totally dead. Showing 10 volts. Okay. Maybe I don't really have to keep it unhooked in this car. It misses out for a while when you get it running, so it's kind of weird. Alright, let's get it into the garage. Oh, my battery's about to die on my camera too. Yikes. Oh yeah. I was gonna take you guys for a rip in this car and just let you enjoy some Jay-Z sounds with me, but it sounds really bad, and like a black smoke's really bad and stuff right now. I don't know if it's got like a blown turbo or injectors or what, but something's wrong. I think the turbo's shot bad. And look how much it black smokes. God dang, let's get this thing pulled in the garage and shut off. Holy cow. Before that turbo ends up in my intake. Gee, oh God, it's blowing by so bad too. Oh God, I'm ripped to this. Man, ripped this thing. I'm a little bit upset about that. That sucks. I'm gonna have to buy a new, I really think that was turbo noise. I think I'm gonna have to buy a new turbo, which kind of sucks. Also, sorry about the noise the freaking heat's on. Hang on. Time out. Let me go shut that off because it's so god awful. I listened to myself edit yesterday's video, or the last video you guys saw. I listened to myself edit it, and that was running for part of it, and it is terrible. So I'm gonna go turn that off. All right, it finally shut off. Cool. Let's get started on this car. I am really thinking that this turbo is gonna have about enough shaft play to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records. Just hang out there for just a minute, all right? I gotta get this hood off first things first. She's gotta come off of there. Because there isn't a proper hood prop, and the engine's coming out and stuff anyway, so that hood's gonna have to go regardless. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it off. What size do I think these are? Those are probably 12s. So anyway, I was hoping that I was only gonna have to buy a couple of things to put this car the rest of the way together. I was hoping that I was just gonna have to, you know, once Trev brings me that adapter kit, I was thinking I was just gonna have to buy like a pressure plate for a 350Z, a good solid one, and then the front-facing intake plenum and some intercooler piping. And I was under the impression that after that, it was just gonna need some custom fabricated engine mounts and a retune, and that was going to be it, which I would plan on doing that myself because I'm not bad at fabrication by any means. So I was thinking that I was going to have this thing running for next to no money, but then, which I imagine, I probably know exactly what happened to that. I recently, the last time I was in this car, I did a burnout and I was just banging the rev limiter like it was our wedding night or something, and I probably heard it then. And CMJ, you told me so. Go ahead and say it. Oh, that sucks. Dang it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through me taking these hood bolts out. All right, here's the moment of truth. Can I get this thing off here without killing myself or any part of the car? Because I think it's steel, whereas like a 350Z hood's aluminum and they weigh nothing. So I imagine this is probably going to be a little heavy. Almost forgot that. Yeah, it's a little heavy. It ain't that bad though. It's not that bad. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. I really want to know what happened. What's making that noise? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this intake off and see if there's not a ton of shaft play in there. Which, like I said, I'm assuming there is. So left that loose from last time. I know better than to burn these guys. I use them every day. Ooh, time out. This would be a perfect time for me to, oh, I'm really close. This would be a perfect time for me to use those knockoff Knipex I just bought. I'm gonna break those out of the package. All right, so here they are. I'm gonna go ahead and get them busted out of here. Oh, there they went. All right, first impressions. You know, they don't feel bad. The button actually feels better than my Cobras. Okay. If you're moving it while you release the button, you got to kind of wiggle it to get it to pop out. Kind of cheap, but what do you expect? You know? And then, it doesn't close all the way. What the? Oh, they're very, very size specific. It's not like the Cobras where they have a big, wide range of movement. As you, make sure they're focused right. Come on now. Okay, it looks focused now. They don't, like, if they're all the way up, they close all the way. But if they're not all the way up, they don't have a very wide range of grip on each setting. So that's a little bit disappointing. There's a big channel there that the other handle could pass through, but they just made the clearancing too tight right in there. So that's a bit of a bummer, but you know, as long as you keep it, which the teeth are really close together, all these teeth here, those are really close together, so just like on a set of Cobras. So as long as you put it on the right setting, you should be able to grip pretty good with them. As I try them out more, I'll sort of let you guys know. All right, you guys have a good clear view of that turbo now, so let's see if that noise was my turbo. Actually, before I even move that, I can see where it's been rubbing on the housing. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, you can kind of tell too. Let me zoom in a little further. You see all those markings where the compressor wheel blades have been, let me see if I can't get my fat finger in here. Right along that bottom side there, you can see where they've been hitting. So that's not good. Oh yeah. Oh, it goes in and out, left and right, all 360 degrees. Oh yeah. She's toast. Bummer. Dang it. That sucks, man. Well, what do, right? Dang. That's upsetting. I didn't want to have to buy a new turbo, but I knew that sound as soon as I heard it. It's not the first turbo I've blown in my life. Oh well. Luckily, it's an eBay turbo, and I'll probably put another eBay turbo back on it because I don't have to explain that. I just bought a Corvette, so I got to build my savings back up. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting this thing tore apart. I'll film whatever I think's interesting. I thought blowing that turbo was pretty interesting, just upsetting. Oh well. Maybe I'll upgrade to something with a little bit smaller exhaust housing, get it a little quicker spool, because I don't want to make big power, but I want it to be fun to drive. So it spooled fine before though. Maybe I'll get an exact replacement with this one. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. I'll keep you guys in the know though. So I just went back through a couple of clips and saw roughly how long this video is, and it's getting about there. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, and the next video you guys see, we will be taking this engine, if not all the way, at least most of the way out of this car, and seeing what it looks like outside the car, I guess. And maybe, just maybe, shoving it into this void space over here in my Z, and seeing if there's enough room in between left strut tower and right strut tower for the whole turbo setup on that side and intake setup on this side, and seeing if it's gonna work with the manifolds that are on it right now, and hopefully the front facing plenum for that isn't too incredibly much further to the left, but you know, we'll find out. That's gonna be all. If you're excited to see the JZ go in the 350Z, make sure you subscribe, and if you like the content, give it a like. Comment down below any questions or suggestions or constructive criticism or whatever. Let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.